Gaming phones promise power, but this one doesn't just promise it, it dares you to push it until it breaks. Let's get something straight. Most gaming phones are not made for everyone. They're loud, they're heavy, they're flashy, and a lot of them are just regular phones with RGB lights slapped on. So when the RedMagic 11 Pro launched, claiming to redefine mobile gaming again, I was skeptical. 2 months, over 30 hours of gaming, daily use, streaming, multitasking. And now comes the real question. Is the RedMagic 11 Pro actually a serious gaming weapon? Or just another overconfident phone screaming for attention? This is not a spec sheet review, this is the real buying decision, so let's dive into the deep end. You know it's a gaming phone, and they tend to look radical and a bit over the top with all the RGB lights, ridges, fans, and strange graphics on the back. But this one has the perfect balance of futuristic look and style. The Sub-Zero version, which is a silver metal design. The back of the phone is completely flat with no camera bump whatsoever. The blue liquid cooling system is visible in the center and forms a circle. Underneath the glass you can see polished and textured metal, the Snapdragon logo, the active cooling fan, the camera system, and the RedMagic RGB logo. The first thing you notice about the RedMagic 11 Pro is confidence. It doesn't try to hide what it is. This is a gaming phone. But for the first time, RedMagic found balance. Around the flat aluminum frame, you can find the volume rocker, the power button, the textured red slider that activates game mode but can be programmed to do other things. There's a headphone jack on the top as well. The level of durability has been upped quite a bit, coming from the previous generations. The 11 Pro now features a Gorilla Glass protective sheet on the front, and despite its open design with an active cooling solution, the chassis is IPX8 certified against water. The display is exactly what gamers want. 6.8-inch AMOLED with 2K resolution and 144 Hz refresh rate. Everything feels fast, scrolling, gaming, animations. Peak brightness hits 1800 nits. Outdoor visibility is not an issue. Touch sampling rate is insane, every tap feels instant. And supported games can actually run at 144 Hz. No fake numbers. Real smoothness. The new X10 display material helps with brightness and efficiency. And yes, it's a full-screen display. No notch, no punch hole. The selfie camera lives under the screen. Is it the best under-display camera? No. But for gaming, it's perfect. Biometrics are upgraded too. Ultrasonic fingerprint sensor, fast, accurate, face unlock exists, but it's basic. Don't rely on it for security. Stereo speakers are loud, clear, and surprisingly good even near max volume. This is a display made for gaming first. Everything else comes second. Inside the RedMagic 11 Pro is the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5, the most powerful chip you can get in 2025, paired with 12 to 24 gigabytes of RAM and up to 1 terabyte storage. On paper, ridiculous. In real life, even crazier. PUBG Mobile, Call of Duty, Apex Legends consistent 60 frames for over 90 minutes. No throttling. No frame drops. Even in graphically intensive games like Genshin Impact with ultra settings, average frames hovered around 58 to 60, with occasional dips to 52 during heavy combat. The Nubia's RedMagic phones have always been known for their sophisticated cooling systems of the device kept temperatures around 38 to 40 degrees after an hour of high-demand games. It aquacore and uses a piezoelectric ceramic pump to keep the coolant moving. After activating the cooling fan during gameplay, for example, you can see the coolant flowing at the back of the phone. High refresh rate gaming on Android still has a long way to go, but Nubia seems to be making steps toward improving that on its own RedMagic phones. Even though the handset doesn't offer as wide a support for high refresh rate gaming as Asus ROG phones do, the list of supported games at 144 Hz has grown a bit. If you're still watching at this point, respect, you're built different. For the battery life and software, the phone runs RedMagic OS 11, which is a UI skin on top of Android 16. You get 3 major Android updates in most regions of the world, and 5 years of software support in Europe on the 11 Pro, which is on the low side but getting there. The interface is pretty clean with the necessary additions of the fan controls, liquid cooling controls, and of course, game space. The red slider on the side of the RedMagic 11 Pro activates this mode by default. It takes you to the dedicated gaming space and gives you access to the games installed on the phone, detailed statistics, gaming tools, plugins, and your anime-like virtual assistant. Speaking of assistants and AI, there's Gemini on board the RedMagic 11 Pro, and you can assign the power button to launch Google's AI with a long press. Other than that, there's something called RedMagic AI, and it includes features such as extracting summaries from voice recordings, creating AI wallpapers, and adding privacy stickers to faces in the gallery. And for the power, the 11 Pro houses a huge 7,500 mAh battery. The active use score of 20 hours is impressive, with long web browsing and video playback runtimes. The gaming and call scores could be a tad better, though, given the battery capacity. The phone also supports wireless charging and the wired charging with 80 watt for both and is pretty fast, again considering how big the battery is. And you get to 70% in just 30 minutes. A charge from 0 to 100% takes less than 1 hour, or 57 minutes to be precise. RedMagic says it takes 68 minutes to charge the phone wirelessly. And finally, the camera. Gaming phones are not famous for their camera prowess, and the RedMagic 11 Pro is not an exception. The phone features basically two cameras on its back, a main wide-angle 50-megapixel camera and another 50-megapixel ultra-wide camera. The front-facing camera is 16-megapixel and hides under the display. There are no upgrades to the under-display technology this time around. In good lighting conditions on a bright day, the 11 Pro produces pleasant images. The main camera resolves enough detail, and the images look realistic in terms of colors. The end result can't rival big camera phones, but that's not why you would buy this device anyway. The ultra-wide camera pretty much mimics the main in terms of color, tone, and details, but reckon it will struggle in low light conditions due to the smaller sensor. Again, nothing spectacular, but decent results nonetheless. There's no dedicated telephoto on this phone, so all 3x samples are digital, and they don't look very good. There's a substantial lack of detail with software algorithms smearing everything to give it a passable look. Digital zoom on this phone is just a no-go. Video quality is passable, the colors look realistic, but there's a bit of noise. The image also looks a bit flat, and the level of detail is not on par with dedicated camera phones. The RedMagic can shoot in 8K, but I recommend 4K at 60 frames for best results. The image stabilization is quite good actually, and you can zoom in while recording. After 2 months, the RedMagic 11 Pro has cemented itself as one of the best gaming phones on the market. It's not for everyone. A videographer or a casual user might be disappointed. But for power gamers who prioritize performance and features like RGB lighting, yes, it's a luxury, but who cares? This is the ultimate tool. So, should you buy the RedMagic 11 Pro? Buy it if you are serious about mobile gaming. You want zero throttling, you love hardware-focused features, you want active cooling and triggers. Skip it if you care deeply about cameras, you want a slim, lightweight phone, you expect long software supports. This phone is not trying to please everyone. For everyone else, a mainstream flagship makes more sense. If mobile gaming is your addiction, this is your ultimate weapon. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.